Hey everyone, here are the 20 best new mods of the week in Baldur's Gate 3's Mod Manager plus Nexus Mods. We got a mod here that adds in a new quest and storyline with Bhaal's Forgotten Son, the ability to move anywhere by clicking on your map with Move with World Map. We also got a mod here, the Cheaters menu, which is potential to come to console. Astarion's Book of Hungers, which adds in some of the new backgrounds from the Book of Hungers, as well as a mod that changes the two-handed sword animations. It'll also be given a little bit of a sneak peek of a mod that'll be coming out very soon. And just a quick heads up, Mod.io is having a bit of a weird issue right now where it's stating mods that have like 2 million downloads here came out yesterday. So, yeah, just a heads up on that. Was having some mod related issues, but I should be able to showcase everything here today. First, starting with two-handed sword animations. Now to find this mod, you will have to search the exact title like that. This is a mod that's made by Mod.io user KH9L. And what this ends up doing is it changes the two-handed sword animations across a bunch of different body types. So to illustrate what I mean here, it's going to use the Dragonborn type animations here. So a lot more chill with it. Like you just like hold the sword out like that after doing the animations. So yeah, it's nice to see a bit of a different change to the overall animations of these weapons, especially if you're used to playing like body type 1. So it also will change their idle animations here whenever they're in the loading menu or inventory menu here. So yeah, a complete overhaul to how great swords will work. This also changes a lot of things like how your attack animations look, but also how certain weapon animations work. So you do get a complete different experience, especially if you've never played like a Dragonborn and you're used to playing body types 1. So this will not change the unique animations that come with Astarion, Gale, Lae'zels, and Will, and it only changes the animation mapping, so it shouldn't mess with any other mods you may have installed. Next up, we got Astarion's Book of Hungers by CryptoHack here. So this is adding in the new backgrounds that have been associated to the new book there. So this will add in the Vampire Devotee, Survivor, Cursor, Bounty Hunter, Mercenary, Sailor, Pirate, and also add in the following feats for the Vampire Hunter here, giving advantage on checks against being restrained or grappled, and when you take necrotic damage, you can then use a reaction to nullify it. The Vampire's Plaything, once per long rest, you can create a potion of healing or antitoxin. In Timely Retreat, you can take a bonus action to dash or disengage once per short rest. And the Tireless Reveler, this allows you once per short rest to gain an inspiration point, so some pretty cool new options there. But next up, this is an exciting one, the Cheaters menu by Kira May. This mod is going to add an entire new menu to the game that you can click through and add some different things, like wash the party, add gold, add experience, reset your cooldowns, end combat, make everyone pacified, restore hostility if you want to pick back up the combat. Kill all hostiles that are within 40 meters, so you can just completely end combat if you wanted to. There's also like god modes, increasing your overall dice rolls. There's actually a lot of options here, so you got like even utility, which will give you increased jump, also long strider, things like true seeing. You can just pause these here if you want to see all the different changes that get added to this here. Now this is the Cheaters menu that does not use the script extenders, so this can potentially come to console. I'm not saying that it will come to console, is that it obviously has to go through some extensive testing. But what's cool about it is if you want to have just like specific god mode on Shadowheart, for example, you can go ahead and do that. It's great if you're playing with friends. Compatibility though, this is the thing, does not work with the cheater spell scroll, and unfortunately my save file has that like baked into it. I can't remove it at this current moment. I tried, but it will cause issues like summoning in multiple tutorial chests, for example, so you have to use one or the other, but this is a cool new option as the previous cheater's spells is not updated. Yeah, this is definitely a really cool mod here by Kira May. Next up, we got the Elise League of Legends Class Mod by Broff. Now, these are really cool. Again, I don't play League of Legends, but I know there's a lot of people out there that do. And I gotta say, they do a good job of recreating the characters in Baldur's Gate 3. I've actually ran this by a few friends that are big into League of Legends, and they've really enjoyed how this was done. So Elise here will allow you to turn into a spider form, and you get different spiderling charges here that'll refill to give you that ability. And then you can also choose from different abilities like the Neurotoxin here, Volatile Spiderling, which you can toss out and it can explode, dealing fire damage, or even the Cocoon here, which can shoot a web at a target, tying them up for a turn. As you continue to level up, it's going to increase the dice size of your abilities. You also ignore a resistance and immunity to poison damage, which is obviously a big thing for poison-based mod classes, and that's really nice to have there. At level 6, though, you get the Cocoon duration increased. Now, I won't show the spider form for those that might have arachnophobia here, because it is a large spider. It'll take up the entire width of the ship here, and it does spawn in 5 little mini spiders alongside you. The core principle of this is to turn into your spider form and then go and attack, and you're going to heal on your attacks. But this is another great week for head mods. We got a really great one here. Now, this is the Edith head preset by Manuli Peroni. I'm a huge fan of their head mods. I've been covering them every single week that they've dropped them. And I gotta say, they do a great job of creating heads that look natural within Baldur's Gate 3 and like during animations, the different reactions your characters do have. So yeah, all the different animations, I gotta say, look great. And the Edith head also works for Gith, and we also have a Gith head back by Manuli Peroni that is on Nexus. We'll be covering a little bit later, but another great mod for tiefling enjoyers as well. So yeah, another great body type 1 head mod by Manuli Peroni. And next up we got Scoop's head Irina here by Scoop Papa. Now I will show this off a little bit later. I have to leave the area I'm at to showcase head mods. I'll show off the images, and then when we go through some of the later head mods, I will showcase this one as well here. But Scoop's heads here just adds in a nice new option for humans, elves, half-elf, drow, and tiefling. So yeah, you can see it there. Great new head mod. Now moving on to some Nexus mods, I am having issues with Mod.io here. Bhaal's Forgotten Son adds in an entire new quest line to the game here. And what's cool about it is it adds in new dialogue. There's also some new stuff for orange scenes. There's a final boss fight, English and Italian localization, and there's content throughout all 3 of the acts. It is meant to be played with the Dark Urge, but you can use any origin character. It just makes obviously the most sense as the Dark Urge. And there's also some little voice acting in here as well, which I think is really nice. And yeah, fully created by them, no AI used. And yeah, Bhaal's Forgotten Son, definitely a cool mod. I may go a little bit more in depth on this in the future because this is spanning between all 3 acts. But yeah, there's a whole new dialogue added in. Don't really want to spoil anything. If you find this interesting, I would highly encourage you to check it out. But next up is the Move with World Map by Kenya. Now, I did have this download. I can confirm it works amazingly. You just click where you want to move and it'll move you. I am having a lot of issues with Baldur's Gate 3 lately, and I need to do a big cleanup on my mod list, but this does work. I had to uninstall this because I was having issues, but really cool mod, and it works flawlessly. I don't want to let my issues impact your experience here. This mod definitely works fine, and it is just a really nice change because sometimes you want to go somewhere on the map, and it doesn't always like work out that way if you're trying to move there yourself. So with this mod, you can literally just click there, go there. It's really sweet. And you can also just work with using the mini map in game, or you can just open up by pressing M and use the actual map itself. So yeah, really cool stuff there. Move with world map. This does require the script extender for it to work properly. Next up, we got the Queen's Dress. This mod by Yura Alex here adds in a nice looking dress here to the game. So this is what that there looks like, and it's got dye support as well. As you can see from their images, they got the purple version going on there. Looks really cool. It's available for body types 1 and body types 3. So yeah, Queen's Dress there. Next up, we got the Gown Plisse by Barry Semifreddo. Another beautiful dress added to the game. And the nice thing about this, similar to some other Barry's mods, you can actually change out how it looks, and it comes with its own unique chest here. So there is a metallic version and a non-metallic version. So this is what the non-metallic one looks like. The one that I started off with is the metallic. And again, there's the metallic one. But what's cool is the little flower decorations. You can use this on other outfit mods. So you can just add that onto your mods, or if you're using anything else really, you can combine them together. You can also use the dress without the flowers. So yeah, full modular design here, the Gown Plisse by Barry Semifreddo. And next up, we got the Wavemother's Gift outfit by Lineara. And this is a summer themed outfit. That is also modular, so you can go with just like the bracelets if you want to add the bracelets, or like the necklaces to other outfits, or if you just want to use like the summer wear here. It's a really nice outfit mod for body types 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there's also support for TMTS and the refit patch as well. So yeah, it covers a lot of different characters, and I think it looks really nice too. So you can even go crazy and dye it to different colors here. I'm using the all-in-one, so whenever I change the outfit, it also changes the colors of the bracelets. But if you're just using the bracelets, you can change the colors of those as well. Wavemother's Gift outfit by Lineara. Next up, we got the Shadowheart's Memory Recovery Tweaks Heal Spell and Act 3 Noble Stocks by Magnituning. So this has some spoilers ahead, but it will allow you to heal Shadowheart's memories of the Nocturne without the Noble Stock in Act 1 by using the heal spell, allowing companion Shadowheart to use the Noble Stock on her own, and unlocking the ability to use the Noble Stock to heal her memories, even the ones Dareth sells in Act 3. So this makes it somewhat function similarly to like the Dirge when they use the heal spell and they regain their memories. Same thing can happen now for Shadowheart. So yeah, this is a pretty cool new mod for those that enjoy Shadowheart. Next up, we got the Camp Knight Position Fixer mod. So this will fix issues with characters getting stuck in positions that they feel like they should not belong. Like, for example, reading in front of the fire is nice, but this is a pile of sticks. So yeah, it makes certain characters at some points appear in spots they really shouldn't be. So yeah, this is just a small fixer, but there's a lot of mods actually this week that are similar, that add some changes that are things that are just like little tiny bugs in the game, but just help with overall immersion. But yeah, looking at the fire night, that makes sense. Reading your book by the sticks at night or morning doesn't make a lot of sense. Next up is the Brocade Begone Customized Tabs Epilogue Wardrobe. What this mod does is, in the Epilogue camp, you are choosing a certain outfit, or you come dressed in a certain outfit. This allows you to choose the outfits, and I love the Epilogue, so this is a really nice mod. Basically, what you're needing to do is grab the Epilogue wardrobe pouch from your camp chest, put your outfits in there, and the rest of the description for on how to get this to work is in the mod page itself. But yeah, this mod by Sayers Tina is really nice because, again, the Epilogue camp is really cool. So that is the R8 Arpeggio outfit by Barry Semifredo that is used in the mod image there. But another mod to go along with some camp themes, Companion Temps Overrides by Strawberrium. Now, this is actually a very lore-friendly mod, Vanilla Plus. Basically, it makes the camps more cozy, but also keeps the original identity of each of the person's camps intact there. So like Gale's, for example, he's got books by his pillows. That makes sense. So yeah, this is just a really nice one. I really enjoy mods like this to just make things a little bit more cozy. I spend a lot of time at camp, so it's nice to see all the characters got some nice, cool designs. Even the Lae'zels Gith Yankee design for the tent there, and there's Minsk's and Minthara. So yeah, very cool mod. I really enjoy this one, and it's definitely worth checking out, the Companion Tense Overrides. And next up we have Dammon's new voice here by Zandoval. Now, this mod is a complete redo of the voice actor for Dammon here, made by this creator, and there's no AI used by this. So this mod by Zandoval is a huge undertaking of a mod. For those that don't know, there were some controversial things regarding Dammon's voice actor, not to derail this video, but I can understand why people would want a mod like this, and this just allows you to have a complete redo of the entire voice acting. Also, if you want to check it out, under the video section here, it does have some of it here, and it sounds really well done. But yeah, huge project, really cool stuff, so definitely worth checking out. And next up, we have the one-side Vitiligo atlases here by Annie Lita Dekarian. So this adds a new atlases here that allows you to have a bit more creativity and options when it comes to the Vitiligo here in the game. So I'm going to go through some of their images that showcase what is possible with this mod, and I gotta say, this is a really cool one there. I'm always all for mods that allow people to express themselves how they want, and this adds in a lot of new options. And like other Atlas mods, what you do with the file is you can go read through the description, but there is a certain place in the shared resources that you'd be setting it there, and it'll replace it there. There's only one able to be used at a time. But yeah, one side Vitiligo, Atlas is there. Next up, we got Moon's Half Orc. So we get Half Orc head mods. It is really cool by Anderstea Moon. Now this does have a number of requirements, just a heads up on that. So I'm just going to go through some of their images here for this, but this is the Moon's Half Orc. So I know a lot of people really want more Half Orc mods. So if you're one of those people, go download and endorse this mod. It's really nice to see different creations like this. And I gotta say, they look really cool. So if you like to play as a Half Orc in Baldur's Gate 3, this is definitely a mod to check out. And next up, we have this really cool armor set here, the King Thranduil Armor by Ren here, by Darth Ren. Yeah, this is such a sweet armor set. Based on the designs for the Hobbit movie here, this has a few different modular pieces as well, so if you wanted to use this beautiful cape, for example, on any other character, you can go ahead and do so. So with this mod, you're going to have all the different pieces. So you have like a circlet there, shoulder pads, boots, gauntlets, and there's dyeable versions of each of these as well. That's what the little circlet there looks like. And yeah, I gotta say, this outfit does look really nice. It is body type 2 only, but an incredible mod, the King Thranduil Armor by Ren. And another mod here that I know people will really enjoy, Lae'zels Cage Trap Fix. This is something that bothers me, and I'm glad there's now a fix for it. This mod by Necrotic Flame makes it so that when you destroy Lae'zels' little cage here, it's supposed to destroy the floor and obviously leave the cage, but when you destroy the floor, it destroys the entire thing and leaves it floating. So yeah, this is a weird little bug that does happen, and you've probably noticed this happening through your playthrough, so that is a huge fix. This was the #1 mod on Baldur's Gate 3's mod, or Nexus mods for the week, and you can imagine there's a lot of people that are really happy that this is now available. As mentioned, here are the head mods. We got the Gith Beauties head pack here by Manuli Peroni, and I'll also be showcasing the Scoops head pack Irina here. So for this Gith Beauties, we also have the Edith head mod that I covered a bit earlier for Giths here, but the Gith Beauties includes the Elendra head here, as well as Jezebel, so that's what that one there looks like, Morella, Nere, and Ombra here. So again, I know a lot of people are looking forward to using more Gith head mods here, and this one adds in 5 different heads. And here is the Scoops head Irina here. So that is what her Irina there, that's what that one there looks like. So, but yeah, as I mentioned, a little bit of a sneak peek of something that'll be coming very soon. And I cannot wait to share more of this. This is a seriously cool mod, and something I've been working on, a little bit of an update for my Infinite Combat mod to add alongside this. But more will be revealed here soon. But yeah, that is the best mods of the week for Baldur's Gate 3. Let me know your favorite in the comments. Hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already. And I hope you guys all have an incredible day.